Fourth year, doing a specialization in economics, and minor in business administration. Engagement, and I'd have to say hope, like belief that students could believe in what we're doing so they can start being proactive with us. Because if not, then what's the point? We want campus life to have more value, because it is somewhat a consumer based. Like you're purchasing books, you're purchasing food, you're purchasing activities, clubs, intramural clubs. So we want to hire the value. My goal is to try to, for most of the student businesses, because that's what I will be taking care of, what I want to do is I want to eliminate the profit margins. I don't believe that student union owned businesses should have large profits. We're already getting that money from the payments that each students are paying each semester. We have a fund of over $25-30 million. Most of it is for the UPass. So the lower will hire, for example, Cafe Out. What I want to do is I want to eliminate profits for Cafe Out. I don't feel like it's useful. I feel like it's so minimal that it would not even change. For the people who cannot probably afford proper meals, to go to Cafe Out and purchase something that's below market price would probably be the world to them. Compared to us, just, we're trying to make profit. We're student union. We shouldn't care about profit. I understand it's a business, but you got to look at the student's perspective as well. And also, quality of food is horrible. So that just has to do with not hiring costs by having quality. That would be changed by just getting the workers there more engaged, because I've worked in the restaurants for 7 years, and if the chefs, the cooks, the customer service person at the cash is more engaged, quality raises dramatically. Well, I've worked at restaurants, so I know that aspect of the student business. Also, my program is a perfect, it's exactly what I would do in real life, basically, with economics and business. I've also worked, as I mentioned this last year when I ran for VP Finance, I worked with my father. I was a junior accountant and I was a sales rep. So I did handle spreadsheets, income statements, I know how to manage money. Probably not as large as SFU. I don't think any student has managed that much. But to a certain extent, I have had budgets throughout the years, met those budgets, did not exceed them. And properly allocated the money, which allowed the business to thrive. I'm running with the Slate, yes. I believe that I'm running with Parti Super Party. I believe that, yes, executives should be part of the Slate. It adds, values will stay together and it would increase productivity. However, I do not think that BOAs should run with executives. That would make no sense, because let's just say there's a minority, someone, for example, I win out of my party, and Student Action wins every other position. Let's just say I strongly believe in something, for example, Agora lowering profit margins, or Cafe Out. If all the BOAs were elected from Student Action, they have a personal relationship with them. Let's just say they do not agree with me. They won't look at the value of whatever I'm presenting, but they'll just favor Student Action. So if their friends say no, they're just going to say no. It's not, business-wise, it's a horrible idea. But executives, he did a terrific job. I liked how they eliminated the costs from changing programs. Those costs have been eliminated. What I don't like is, once again, it's been him, and in the past, try having profit margins based on our student businesses. I strongly disbelieve that. I find that with such a large bank of money that we get from students, we could use our money to make more money. That could, we can put it something extremely safe for a couple of months. Really take it back. With 25 million, you're getting 2% return. You're making a lot of money. You're making a couple $100,000 back in a couple, depending what the actual interest rate and how long I'm going to put it. So what I want to change is I want to eliminate profits from all of our student businesses, allowing students to be able to afford and increase value for those products. Well, it's always good to disagree. It's always good to have a devil's advocate. I'd always have to respect their opinion. Everyone has different opinions. Ultimately, what they're trying to do is benefit the student union, which is students' interest. So I would not take it in a personal manner. I'd give them my opinion. I'd try to make them think differently. But if all in all that's what they believe in, then they're allowed to. I'd sit down with them. I'd try to get similar values and views on what we could change throughout the year. We obviously only have a year, so it's a lot harder to make changes in just a year. What we could do is sit down, try to change as much as possible at the beginning. It's like that in any prime minister, presidential election in the States. They have their big bills passed at the beginning. Because what's the point of working on something, then at the end have it, and next year someone might change it, right? As we'll see whether the students will benefit from that throughout the first semester or summer classes. So I'd sit down with them, talk to them, see what we could improve as a union, and what we could, and also take feedback from students and take that as an assessment as well. Leadership, understanding, education, depending on what program they are, they should be set between their education and, for example, VP Social should probably be with, I don't know, a social science background. And also honesty. If you're not honest, you're having a bald-faced lie towards a student, telling them, "Oh, I will lower tuition," which is almost impossible to do as what we're doing. What's the point of being like? You're just there for the title and for the experience. Why would you even bother? Like you're wasting our time, the students' time, and the school's time. Oh, I'd love to be Will Smith in Fresh Prince. His sense of humor, he's still intelligent. He's not a stupid kid. It's just that's who I am. I'm a very humorful person. Mm-hmm. I like making people laugh. I like seeing the bright side of things. I always look at the situations as glass half full and not half empty. So I would say probably say Spain. I was there for a month and a half, and that was just amazing. The atmosphere there was so much better. I found school spirit there being a lot better. They party 7 days a week, which is fantastic. And even though they had a economic downturn during a very bad recession, everyone was so happy. So just that atmosphere is just what gets you through the day.